What are some of the ways to make your life more enjoyable? Like if you want to give me, 3 or 4 just that quickly come to mind that men can work on.
Number one, by far and away, is spend time with people that make you feel good.
Yeah.
And you can't really walk down the street and just snap your fingers and have a new best friend materialize. But there are things you can do to spend more time with people that make you feel good. So joining any kind of a positive community, right? You want to join a martial arts group, you want to join a running group, you want to join a painting group, you want to go to a chess club, you want to go to an archery range, you want to go to, volunteer at the pet shelter, whatever is a thing that you actually like.
Church, temple, whatever it is.
Especially because these are so community oriented. Thank you. Yeah. So not a specific activity, right? But kind of a mindset and an orientation to life. So wherever you can go that you're ideally something you've been curious about for a while and didn't do or remember really enjoying doing 15 years ago. And where did that go in my life? You have time now, use it. And so to go and join some kind of a community and just multiple times a week come to a place where people are happy to see you. They smile when you come. You smile at them. You're happy to see them. That makes an enormous difference. So that's by far and away the most important thing. Connect with people that make you feel good. And once you're there, pursue friendships. You see somebody who seems cool, you think you'll enjoy time together, suggest spending time together. It's a little awkward. Think of it as practicing for dating later, whatever, you need to do in your head, but just most people want more friends. Most people don't have enough friends, not because they already have 70, but because they have one and that person is sometimes not available.
Yeah.
So you'll be doing the other person a great favor too. If you feel that you have like a nice connection and you're like, hey, do you want to go, whatever, right? Get some hot cocoa. You want to go on a hike, you want to, whatever it is. People are so happy when this happens. But in order for this to happen, you have to meet people. So that's kind of step 2 is like make friends and spend time with them. I think at a tactical level, it's about scheduling time with people that make you feel good, whether it's friends or communities, actually putting it in your calendar and even putting it in your calendar strategically. There were times when my son, before we got to shared custody, he would have dinner here and then would leave. His mom would pick him up. And I was so sad after he left every time. So sad about the everything, right? About it's unfair and I miss him and it kind of grew in my mind. And then I realized, like everything I said before, this is not great for him. Like I need to change this. I don't want to get sad. I was kind of barely holding it together till he left. And then I shut the door and started crying. Like that's not good. I mean, of course he's going to pick up on something. And so I started scheduling. I realized that there's a class I've been wanting to take in the area, a jiu-jitsu class that starts 30 minutes after he leaves. Transit time is 20 minutes. Perfect. So like as soon as he would leave, I would like go in, change, get in the car, start driving. And it completely changed the experience of separating from him because now I'm going towards something, not just away from something. And so to strategically schedule things that are fun, you're going to have like some bad, tense interaction that you're expecting. Schedule time with a friend for afterwards. Whatever it is. So schedule fun regularly in your schedule and then schedule ad hoc pick-me-ups, particularly after times that you expect to be difficult. So that's the number one thing in terms of feeling better. Spend time with people that make you feel good.
Yeah, I was in the same place. So when the boys would leave, when my sons would leave, it's easy to get in that already missing them and you're going in their room, straightening stuff, whatever it may be, picking up their iPad. It's like, you start missing them.
Yeah.
And after a few times, it's like, all right, I got to get out of the house. I'm going to start. So I literally, man, when they would leave, it's, all right, get my gym clothes together. Within 10 minutes, I was gone. Yeah. I was making sure I was in the gym. I was out of the house, go there, get everything out of me for an hour and a half. So then when I come back, I'm physically exhausted and in a way mentally more refreshed and in a place where I could help myself or, in a place where I could get through it a lot easier.
Yeah.
Totally agree is keep yourself busy and schedule something. And it's funny. I've never heard anybody else say the same thing about quickly shifting to another gear, but I do believe that.
Rewiring the meaning of these stressful events, right? So at some point it shifted to me. Like, I was shocked to realize one day I was looking forward to 6 p.m. because that meant I'm going to go to this class that I really enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I finally succeeded in just rewiring and the association with that, what was before a really dreaded hour. So that's number one. Yeah, spend time with people that you enjoy in terms of feeling better. Number two is fight less. Recognize the cost of fighting. Some things are not worth fighting over, even when you're right.
Mm-hmm.
Right? To fight is to lose.
That's a good point.
And this, I think, is especially, let me say it differently. This is something that friends are especially helpful with, or possibly therapists or a support group, people to help us recognize what's not worth fighting over. Because this is where we can become real prisoners of our need for justice, need for fairness, or just our fears that are maybe not realistic, right? The fear that our kids will not remember us, or fear that this one event that is so important we won't have with them, and then they won't have childhood experiences with it. It's just easy to spiral.
Yeah.
Right. And friends can say, calm down. Like, it's his third birthday. He's not going to remember it in 2 years. Nobody cares.
Right.
Lay down tracks for a better future, but don't go nuts over what's happening right now. It's not actually that critical. So learning when to let go.
Yeah.
Picking your battles very carefully and trying to pick as few battles as possible. That's number two. And then number three is kind of related to number one. Just make it your goal to enjoy your life, whatever form that takes for you, right? And not have your divorcedness be the center of your identity.